welcome back to Basement Boys. This is week 2.5, 3, you name it. We're in between, Again, my name's Jordan.
Michael.
And we got a little bit of a setup difference today. We're chiming in here from, what could be across the world. Maybe not. But we got it. We're set up a little more remote today. But nonetheless, we're gonna go in. We're gonna get right into it with week 2 results and takeaways and how we thought everything went. We're gonna go from there and go into the games for this week.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start it off here. We'll start off with the good old Giants Cowboys showdown on Sunday.
There we go.
As we know, Cowboys end up winning in overtime. It was like, 40-37.
Yeah, it was 40-37.
Aubrey kicks a 64-yarder to send it to OT.
Yeah.
Comes in OT after, just an awful drive by the Giants just to kick another one to win. But a lot of good things, a lot of offense. I personally, biggest thing I thought was like the quarterback play. Both teams across the board was just clean.
Yeah, I mean, biggest thing I saw this week from the Giants' perspective anyway was, the O-line actually being able to give them some fucking time. I think you saw that. You saw Russell Wilson actually get a couple seconds, and I mean, we could actually move the football, and Russ does what Russ does when he has a little bit of time. He threw it deep, that beautiful sky ball that we all know he has. And I mean, multiple sky balls, not just one. There was a few. And I mean, him and Neighbors looking good. Wandale looks like he's poised for a solid year. Looks like he's taking a step up. Slayton looks terrible.
Not
Doesn't look
exactly
like
you should be.
Yeah. I mean, what he's getting paid, you expect him to get a few catches here and there. I think he got one catch. That was his first catch on the year so far. Impressed with Theo Johnson. He came back after a tough week 1, few drops. He looked pretty solid. But I think the biggest positive, at least on the Giants side, was definitely the O-line being able to hold up. Granted, Dallas pass rush isn't that strong after the Micah trade, but being able to hold up at least a little bit, even against a bad defensive line, was good.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's the thing. Giants line definitely did better, even if it's against a bad defensive line. That's definitely still a good thing. I mean, let's not blow by the fact that the Giants starting left tackle opened up the game with 5 penalties.
Look, I want him cut. I want him gone. I don't care. Four flags on the first drive is inexcusable for one player. Especially, if you think about it, right? He doesn't get 4 flags. The Giants could have easily went on to win this game. That could have been a touchdown drive. They could have won. But instead, we're sitting here going 0-2 fucking into a primetime game against Kansas City.
I don't know if you saw the play where he literally smacked this guy on the fucking head. What is this guy doing? And then that's not even the worst part. The worst part is when he gets pulled and gets told he's sitting the bench. He acts like he doesn't deserve it.
No, he was. I mean, he saw the social media clip going around of the Cowboys doing that last week. He saw the guy smacking him in the head. He said, "Oh, they can do it. I can do it against them." He did it twice, got flagged, laid on top of a dude. I mean, it's poor. Marcus and Bo came in. He looked good. And I just don't see a point to even play James Hudson anymore. I mean,
I don't. Like you said, he should have learned. I mean, if you didn't capture anything from the Eagles Cowboys game the week before, it's that if the other team does it, doesn't mean you can, because you got the smack, then you also have the Jalen Carter spit versus the Dak spit. I mean,
they're very strict this year when it comes to this shit. Like they're making it a point. They're very strict. They're not tolerating it, and I mean, I don't blame them. It's inexcusable.
Yeah, it's just how the game is right now. and that's fine. It's embarrassing. You go out there first drive and have 5 penalties.
Also, big thing I want to talk about with this game. Dallas looked good, but the play calling at the end of the fourth quarter after we score that touchdown, the fact the Giants are willing to sit 30 yards off and let Dallas just move the ball for free when they know they have Brandon Aubrey, who's probably the best deep ball kicker in the NFL right now.
Yeah, I don't understand the reasoning either. Just because, like, all right, you can put 3-man deep, right? That leaves you 8 other guys to put up. You know, even if you rush 3, that's 5 guys you can play at the second level. You know, stick one guy on man, on, Pickens, the other one on CD, and then, like, just have the other 3 guys just kind of sit across the middle.
Yeah, I would just exactly that. I would just have 3 guys deep, nothing by them, a guy on CD, a guy on Pickens, and then just have 3 guys sitting there just covering the middle of the field, covering, not too far, maybe like 10, 15 yards, but don't give them 20, 30 yards a pop for free.
No, that's the problem, is they just gave them so much room to work with. Like, Jake Ferguson had years to work with for how much room he had from the next guy.
I don't understand that play calling, and I mean, but good things though. Giants defensive line looked pretty good again. Brian Burns looks like he's gonna take a step this year. We were worried about that past couple of years of he looks good, he's good at pressuring the quarterback, but can he turn it into sacks? And this year he's turning them into sacks. I think he's got 3 on the year already.
And Thibodeau looked good too.
Thibodeau does look a lot better. I think I've noticed him more in the run game as well, just being a pure edge shedder. I like that they got Carter in more this week. It wasn't just here and there. They used him like they should. They rushed him off the edge sometimes. They let him come in from the middle. I mean, there's one play it was a run play. He came in, he blew up the center.
Yes, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I mean, that's when you let him just go. It's gonna make some positive plays, and I think they're finally, like, all right, we got to get this guy in the game. He's a game changer.
I agree. I think that's the positive thing, is that they're doing that. They're getting these guys in the game like Abdul Carter. Even though you already have 3 guys, I will say I'm a little underwhelmed with Dexter Lawrence so far this year.
Yeah.
He's he's not that, don't get me wrong, he's not there for sacks, but he's there to help, stop the run, which he's done a little bit, not a lot, but like he's also not like getting double teamed at all really anymore. He's not really pushing the pocket back. Like,
no,
I just don't know what's going on.
He hasn't been Dexter Lawrence that we know and love so far this year. He's not getting there. He's not blowing up the inside run every play. He's not, forcing a double team with the center and guard every play, or even when he gets his one-on-ones, he's not really like making pressure, making them roll out to Brian Burns or Thibodeau or Abdul Carter. Which, I mean, if you want this defensive line to be, what everyone wants it to be, which is, old school Giants defensive line of we're gonna fucking rush you and it's gonna be hell all game. You need Dexter Lawrence to be Dexter Lawrence, and I have no doubts he'll turn it up at some point, but it's a little worrying.
Yeah, I mean, it's week 2. Like, I don't think we're here to overreact just yet on that kind of thing, but definitely something to be paying attention to going forward.
Yep.
That'll lead us, right into the next one. Get us on the New Orleans Saints and San Francisco 49ers. 49ers won this game, I believe, like 26-21.
Yeah, the Saints came close at the end.
Saints, you know what? I will say this about the Saints. I never expected them to be good. I never expected them to win many games, but they're right there every game now. I mean, that's 2 weeks in a row. 26-21 this game. I think they lost the week before, like 21-14 or 2014. Yeah. To Arizona, but they're sticking there, and Rattler's doing, he's not breaking the bank here, cashing all these, but he's keeping them in, and he's getting touchdowns. I mean, I think he's back-to-back weeks, 2-3 plus touchdowns each week.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the Saints are gonna be one of those teams, sort of like the Giants last year, where they're gonna probably keep a lot of these games like relatively close, like one score and maybe a score like 10 points. They're not gonna get blown out every game, but they're just not gonna be able to win those games, which sucks. But at the end of the day, you like to see them still fight. I mean, even if the Niners are fucking banged up to all hell, you
I,
still like that they're in the game.
I
You
was
like that.
I was gonna say, I mean, Mac Jones looked great. I mean, granted,
Yeah,
this is also Shanahan. You know, Shanahan wanted Mac Jones coming out of college. So it's no surprise that he did well in this system. And, obviously we got our workhorse back in McCaffrey who showed up, especially on the receiving end, catching a
yeah.
touchdown, which, finally got him in the end zone for the first time this year. Um, but, like, then you have Jawan Jennings, I believe he got hurt again, which is, they're already banged up. And you got Jawan Jennings on the list, George Kittle on the list, Brandon Ayuk on the list. Ricky Pearsall, don't get me wrong, he's picking up the slack. He's doing well this year, but what's the limit here? How many guys do you have left?
Yeah, I think like Ricky Pearsall is doing good, but I mean, is he really that number one guy right now?
I don't
Probably
know.
not.
I don't know. I feel like given the chance and the volume, he should be a guy that should be getting he should be getting 10 targets a game. Like he's right there with some of these other guys. I think it's just because of the scheme and the team that he plays on. Like you're playing on a team with McCaffrey here, who's like, he's just a workhorse back you're going to give the ball to 20, 25 times a game. So it's just taking the chances away. And then you add in like Kittle, who's going to get a few, Jawan Jennings, who's a big target. And then you still have all these other guys. Like, I mean, you just not enough, there's not enough plays to spread the wealth, I would say.
Well, I don't know, because like this week that just passed against the Saints, I mean, you look at the stats. Mac Jones threw 39 times.
He
They
did.
they threw the ball,
How many
and I
times?
mean,
But McCaffrey got like 10 of those targets.
McCaffrey only got seven of them, six
7?
catches,
6
targets.
catches, yep.
But McCaffrey only ran the ball 13 times. Jennings only had five catches, 10 targets. I mean, there's no Kittle. I mean,
They are mixing
like,
in Robinson now. They did
oh
last
yeah,
week. Last week he had like 10 carries. But like I think he
yeah.
backed off a little more this week, but
I
it's
wasn't surprised about that though.
no, I mean, that's the thing. They have to do this kind of thing. Like McCaffrey, he's going to handle 25 touches a game, no problem still, but like you start creeping
Yeah.
to 30, 35, you're going to really you're going to wear some of that tread on the tires here.
Oh yeah, especially with how banged up they are. No Kittle, no Brock Purdy. You're gonna run the ball. Everyone knows that. I think coming into this game, it's against not a great defense in New Orleans. I think just let him get a few of those touches. Let him kind of work. So you want CMC for the whole year, right? I mean, this team has big hopes when everyone's back. They still have Brandon Ayuk coming back at some point. So you have big hopes for this team. You know they want Super Bowls. So I think CMC is obviously a massive part, if not the biggest part of that. So you gotta, as much as I'm sure he'll gladly take 30 touches a game. I'm sure he won't complain. He'll do whatever it takes, but you gotta keep him healthy. You gotta be
Yeah.
smart with it at the same time.
I'm interested to see how this team does, especially going forward with all these injuries. I know they did switch Brock Purdy from out to questionable this week,
Yeah,
which I don't know if he's going to actually play. Probably not.
probably not.
I mean,
Not this week.
they have a decent matchup this week. I don't know if it. I mean, we'll see, but I just don't this early in the year, week 3, like why risk it?
No, there's no point. They started off 2-0. I mean, a game or two, like it is what it is.
I
And
think
they're
the
both.
I think the only thing that's gonna ruin it for them though with this kind of situation is now that they're playing Arizona. Arizona going into this is a division game.
Oh yeah,
That's what
yeah,
makes it
but I
tough.
think it's tough, but at the same time, it's like you look at Arizona. Yeah, I haven't been too impressed with Arizona yet. They've had two very bad opponents in terms of like we think these two are probably two of the worst in the league.
I
And I mean,
only
both teams.
I don't know. It's at least this past week, I will say, week 1 they played the Saints. I mean, both teams barely beat the Saints. We'll start there.
No,
So
yeah.
very good comparison. I mean, both at full strength too. They did this, but like now going into this week with Cardinals played the Panthers, got up, you know, three.
Got a big.
They got up 3 scores quick in the towards the end of the first half, and then just kind of dilly
Fell
dallied
off.
around. And I don't know if it was play calling or just maintaining the game, or that's what I would assume. But Bryce Young almost brought him back. They had a chance. They kicked that onside kick and almost they had a chance to get.
No, I mean, like I'm not sold on the team. I think the defense is spotty, very spotty. They're not, they're average at best if we're being honest. I mean, Kyler Murray, you see these flashes of Kyler Murray. You're like, that's why he got paid, whatever.
Yeah.
But then he just falls off at times for 2 drives in a row, a quarter, where he looks like, a backup quarterback. And that's what concerns me. I mean, and when you have, James Conner, he's running for 3 yards a carry for the past 2 games now against weak defenses, honestly. That's a little concerning. So I'm not sold on this team. I think the Niners, even with no Brock, no Kittle, I think the Niners could easily just take this one home, go 3-0, and hope they get their quarterback back.
Yeah, I think that's the move, honestly. With that said, that brings us over to, Cardinals, Panthers. Cardinals stuck it out, but James Conner, like you said, he's not really running well. They've mixed in, not so much this week, but prior week, Trey Benson got mixed in a good amount. They haven't brought their third string at all in.
Nope.
Biggest thing, Harrison Jr. non-existent week 2.
No, I mean this is the problem.
This is
the problem.
last year all over again.
This is the problem. He goes for one big game, and then the next game he's non-existent. He doesn't get really any opportunities, and I mean, I don't really understand that. I mean, you see guys like I think don't get me wrong, he's got a long way to go, but this Marv could very well be a CeeDee Lamb, a Justin Jefferson, where this guy is gonna get 7 catches a game. That shouldn't be a question.
Yeah, I mean, Marvin Harrison was 2 for 5 for 27 yards.
Yeah, this guy should be one of those guys where teams are like, all right, we're not stopping this guy. We have to limit the damage. He should be one of those guys that you're limiting. You're like, okay, we can't let this guy beat us. He's gonna get his, but we can't let him beat us. But if you're letting teams stop Marvin Harrison, it's a waste of his talent, honestly. I mean, this guy's ultra productive when he gets the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing. It's like you're going to throw away a guy like him for like a Michael Wilson, and then obviously you have Trey McBride who's still killing it. I mean, ridiculous how many touches this guy gets and can never get in the end zone. But
I mean, we have to talk about this. I'm looking at the stats right now. Right? Their receivers on the Cardinals had a total of 49 yards against the Panthers.
Jesus.
Harrison had 2 catches, Dortch with 1 for 11, and Wilson with 1 for 11.
Yeah. I mean, granted, like we said, they did get up early, and I think that was the deciding factor because second half they didn't do anything at all.
No, but that's what's going to cost you games. That's what's going to cost you games right there. I get it. It's the Panthers, you're up big, but I mean, we saw Bryce Young came back into this game, and when Bryce Young's firing, which I think Bryce Young he's still not bad. I think he's really.
You know what? This is hard for me to say, considering I'm a Bama fan. Bryce Young coming out of Alabama here. I think he's done.
I don't think he's done.
I can pull one thing from the Panthers. It's not him. It's McMillan. That's the only bright spot.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only bright spot.
Bryce Young. Sure the bright spot.
I hate to say because I feel like he got dealt a bad hand going to this team, but Bryce Young, I think's done. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Sure, he threw for 300 plus yards this game. He also threw the ball 50 times.
I'm not looking. I don't care about I think the interception, and the fumble were bad.
My
Right.
thing, the problem is though he starts so many games off. Like he goes to the first half, he ends the first half the time with like 15 yards.
No, I know. That's it's. I feel like it's not even all on. It's got to be some
No, no,
sort
no. Of
of.
course, it's not all on him for sure. But at the same time, like I've seen too many troubled quarterbacks throw for 100, 200, 300 yards on any given day.
I mean, when I watched him that whole second half, he looked like he did last year, where he was confident. He came back with confidence. He came back poised. I mean, he was slinging the ball. Obviously, Tedder McMillan, I think, is looking phenomenal through 2 weeks.
I agree.
I think he's going to be a real. He's going to be a real receiver for years to come on this offense. But I mean, they go down big, right? They kind of have to throw the ball. Everyone knows they're going to throw the ball, and he still did well when he had to. He almost brought him back. I think.
Yeah,
I mean, looking at the run offense, though. I mean, Hubbard had 10 carries for 38, which isn't great. It's not bad, I guess, but I mean, Rico Dowdle had 6 carries for only 9 yards. I mean, he's not really
but-
getting any help. You gotta. I know you have a struggling quarterback, and I know you need him to step up, but you got to get this guy some help in other ways. Let him, get the run game going. It'll make his life so much easier.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like their line is not great by no means,
No.
but
No,
like the supporting cast though outside the line is decent. Like Chuba Hubbard's decent.
decent.
But I mean, we don't need all stars. That's the thing. I mean,
No.
you got him, you got McMillan. We're gonna bypass Leggett. That dude is horrible.
Yeah, the Get's really been bad. I
Um,
mean,
Sanders.
he had one catch for -2 yards on 8 targets.
The worst the NFL has ever seen. That is the worst stat
And-
NFL has ever had.
The most targets with native yards ever. I think I saw. I mean, that
It's
just can't
horrible.
happen.
You can't do that. And I mean,
I mean-
it's. I mean, just get rid of him at this point because you got guys like McMillan, Sanders, Hubbard. Like these guys are going to be the guys you're getting the ball to, and then at the end of the day, when hopefully Coker comes back and feeling good, he'll add to your offense.
Oh yeah, I mean you need it. I mean Hunter Renfro's their number 2 wideout right now.
I will
Which-
say Hunter Renfro first touchdown since like what 2021,
It's
2022, I think it was. I mean,
He had 2 of them.
He had 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I mean, this guy's a number 3. I mean, he should really be a number 2, but he's the third receiver on this depth chart, and he pretty much just came out from working at Kohl's. I mean,
The
stepping
fact
right
that
in, baby.
in 2025, the fact that Hunter Renfro is a number 2 option in a passing game concerns me because I mean this dude has been out of football for a few years now. This team cut him after camp. They cut him and then brought him back, and now he's their second best wideout by far. It's not even close.
It's bad.
I think the Panthers as a whole, honestly, they need not even just Bryce Young. Look, I think Bryce could be good, but even if you get rid of Bryce, whatever. They need an overhaul of their whole top to bottom. GM, coach, everything. They really need to look inside at the organization itself and really, because
It's embarrassing.
it's embarrassing. I mean, they could have won this game too, which is the sad part. But like,
Yeah.
the next week they're gonna go. I don't even know who they play. I'll look at it real quick. But
Who? Carolina?
they play the Falcons. They're
That's
gonna go
good.
and they're
They're
gonna
gonna
get
get-
fucking blown up.
They're
They're gonna
spanked.
fucking. Yeah, I mean, it's. And then we're gonna be talking about the same thing again.
Who's playing
Regardless.
for first round pick?
Yeah, and it's been how many years now in a row? We gotta.
Year 3, year
Really?
4.
Yeah, we gotta
It's
do
embarrassing.
something.
They gotta figure it out. I don't know what it is, but figure it out.
They're not the only ones either. Don't get me wrong.
No,
There's
but
plenty of
you
people.
can't be doing it like this.
No, this is just sad.
It is. I mean, but
I remember.
I just don't get it, honestly. It's just like year after year, you have the same issues. Okay, let's address them. Whether you get a guy to address them, a new coach to address them, whatever it is, I've seen no different year after
No.
year with Carolina.
No, it's just like they're just swapping players, but the issues remain the same.
Yeah,
It's like the Giants. It's like the Giants for the past like however many years. The issue has been clear as day.
Well,
It's
here's
the
my
offensive
thing. I
line.
think that's the difference, though. There's two differences here between the Giants and Carolina. Like, Giants' main problem has always been the line, the offensive line. Okay, what did the Giants do? They went out and got Andrew Thomas.
Yes, but
Year one, not
they
great.
try.
Year two, all pro. Great.
They, they
You
try.
They got that. That got fixed. Okay, what'd you do the following year? You drafted Neal. Supposed to be a top guy coming out of Alabama, most
No, yeah.
athletic guy in the draft. This dude shits the bed week one and never bounced back after week one. This dude's just gotten horrible. So you missed there already. And then you're signing these vets or guys who got dropped at that point, and you're just trying to play catch up all year round. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just not working out because these guys are old. They're just done. That's the
No,
problem.
I mean, the Giants at least somewhat try. I'll give them that. They at least give it a shot in the dark. Like John Runyon, granted, he's not great. He was okay.
He should have been better than he is. He did well. He was
Yeah.
decent in Green Bay, and then in
No,
Oakland.
yeah.
But
But like, I mean, like Jermaine Illuminor, look,
come
he's
on,
not
just
bad.
I might.
But we can't have Jermaine Illuminor as our starting fucking offensive tackle in 2025. I don't care. Look,
But my
he's a good six option, right? He's a good sixth lineman. Someone goes down. I'll give you that. But he can't be your starting tackle guarding or trying to block fucking TJ Watt and Miles Garrett. You can't have it. It's not gonna work. You're gonna get fucking smoked every play.
yeah, and I mean
John Michael. Don't even get me fucking started on that guy.
Okay.
I-
All right, we got the Giants. We're done with the Giants. Okay, we gotta get off these guys.
But no, it's just
They just-
Panthers. They need to look into the mirror and really fucking. They need to have a deep thought about themselves as an organization.
I agree. I mean,
Moving on.
moving on to the next blowout of the week. Again, all week was just high scoring affairs here. But
Record, actually, for most points in a single slate or day or whatever.
it's crazy. Jets, Bills, Jets came in, feeling good. They might come off a loss, but, they stuck it out with the fucking Steelers the week before. Justin Fields is the quarterback of the future. Rolling. Buffalo putting the can of whoop ass on these guys. I mean, what was it, like 40? It was like 30 something to 10. And
Yeah.
seven of those came in garbage time with Tyrod Taylor. But I mean, Josh Allen barely threw. James
No,
Cook.
Josh Allen did nothing.
James Cook cooked them.
Oh yeah.
Brees Hall non-existent on the offensive side. Not for the lack of his fault, but at the same time, still never got anything going. Justin Fields, horrible. I mean, he got hurt towards the end. I think he got a concussion. He's out this week. This dude, I think, had 3 completions all day.
No, three for 11.
Which we did bet on the under of 17.5 completions for Justin Fields. So we cashed that. We cashed that easy this week. But again, though, honestly, this is the problem. You take 1 step forward, 3 steps back with Justin Fields. He has legs. He's never been a big time thrower. He can throw the ball, but the consistency is not there. I mean, and we're not even talking about against a top defense. These guys are a bottom tier secondary, probably 20, 21, if we're lucky. And you couldn't put the ball in the air. Come on.
No, I mean, we talked about this last week after the loss. We said when Justin Fields is firing, you'll have a good team. When Justin Fields is not firing, your team's gonna look like a laughingstock. And I mean, you saw that Justin Fields. He can throw the ball sometimes, but you see these inconsistencies constantly. We saw it throughout the Bears' career, last year on the Steelers. That's why they brought in Russ last year, was because you saw these. They couldn't throw the ball because you see these inconsistencies, and we see it again yesterday. Not against a great defense, a mid defense at best, if we're being honest. Couldn't throw the ball. Way better running the ball than he was throwing the ball, which is quite normal for him at this point. I mean, my real takeaway from that Jets game, though, was what are we doing to get Brees Hall the ball? Why are we not? We need to get this dude into open space because he's a game changer. He's
I
a game changer
agree.
for.
I agree. And here's my thing with that though. Like I watched their tape afterwards, and it wasn't that they lacked trying to get him the ball. They definitely tried. I mean, he had 10 carries for 29 yards, but then on the other side he had 2 for 3. You
Yeah,
know, with 9 yards, whatever. Granted, they threw the ball 22 times, so because
no,
they got sacked 4 times and everything was like a 3 and out. But honestly, what I noticed is it all comes back to like the first drive of the game. Like they were driving and
Mhm.
fumble,
Yep.
and they never turn back.
No, I mean,
And Bills
look,
don't
we
lose
gotta.
the turnover battle. If Bills win the turnover battle, you lose every game.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you give Josh Allen more chances, you
It's
figure
like
it out.
I think it's like 29 games in a row they won if they had the turnover battle win.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, like we got to get Brees Hall into open space. Got to get him to the second level when he's running the ball. I mean, letting Brees Hall, granted, 12 touches is fine for the type of player he is. It should be fine because I expect him to break one, get a big play on one or two of those. But 2.9 yards a carry
It's horrible.
against not a good run defense either. We saw them get gapped by the Ravens last week. Gapped. I
One for
mean,
170 by one
for,
guy.
by one guy. I mean, Derrick Henry literally ran straight about 10 times for at least 20 yards without getting touched.
And I
So
mean that's facing a Bills team that didn't lose
with
one of
Ed
their
Oliver,
top guys.
yeah, they had Ed Oliver that game too.
And you're playing
No
with
Ed Oliver.
a hurt Milano.
Yeah, I mean, I just at what like this is the problem with the Jets. The Jets are gonna Jets as they say. They're gonna take one step forward, then three steps back. And
Jets, Jets, Jets,
and
Jets.
now if you're the Jets, you're going, well, we're fucking 0-2. Justin Fields is in fucking concussion protocol. And who do they play this week?
They're going down over to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I mean that's probably a loss.
Yeah,
Baker,
you're walking out Tyrod Taylor versus a Tampa Bay team that might be getting Tristan Wirfs back this week,
yeah,
who just came off a big win over Houston, and you don't have any of the same firepower than the defense that Houston has. You know,
no,
Houston kept this game close strictly because they had guys coming off the edge that were just in Baker's face. Now you're gonna go against a team that can't get a pass rush. You're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle in this game, and you give Baker time to set the parties with those guys that he has on the outside. They're gonna pick you apart.
oh yeah, no, I mean you have Mecca Ibuka who's looked great. Didn't do as much at last night or Monday night. We'll talk about it, but he still looks good. Mike Evans, he's still Mike Evans even if he's struggling a bit. Kate Otton's back in the offense. Bucky Irvin looks like he's starting to get going. I mean, the Bucks are a scary team no matter how you look at it with this offense, and they have a solid defense, not outstanding, but it's solid. So I mean, if you're the Jets, you're rolling out with Tyrod Taylor and a very poor run game from last week. It's scary. I don't see a world where they come close.
The only thing that bright side for the Jets going into this game is that the defensive tackle for Tampa Bay is done for the year.
Oh yeah, I can't see towards Peck.
I know that guy. I feel bad for the guy. He just can't stay healthy. He's so good when he's playing.
He can't catch a break. He's a good player. Can't catch a
So,
break. I mean, he's one of the reasons why the Bucks run defense is so good. Him and Vita Vea up front is a great run setting defense, and losing him will suck for them for sure.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But again, Jets gotta figure it out. Bills just doing what they do.
Just keep doing this.
James
And this was a big game because they showed that they can beat you in multiple ways. They couldn't throw as well. Josh Allen didn't have a crazy game throwing the ball, no touchdowns throwing the ball, but James Cook just did what he does. He wanted the contract. He said, you know what, I'll fucking show you. And he fucking ran out there. I mean, that one touchdown, he made fucking five dudes miss, cut up, and he was gone.
Let's
It was
not
beautiful.
don't make me wrong. As good of a game as he had, he did fumble.
Oh, of course. I mean, but like at the end of the day, we can look at that and say that about last week when Derrick Henry fumbled.
Well, but this is my point though. Like, you can do well, still make a mistake, but like which way that ball falls can make a big impact on a game. Derrick Henry, if that ball falls the other way, we're looking at a 1-1 Bills team right now and a 2-0,
Oh,
but 2-0 Baltimore team. Vice
oh,
versa, James Cook. This was still early. Justin Fields gets that ball recovered that he fumbled, and then you come back get this fumble, James Cook, that they ended up scoring on. It
oh
might
yeah.
be. These are two all different games that we're talking about.
Oh, for
So I
sure.
mean, this is the thing. I mean, it's just sometimes you got the ball bouncing your way, and James Cook definitely did this time. I mean, he was killing
But,
it.
but when it comes to guys, like when a Derrick Henry fumble, very rare. I mean, let's be
For
honest.
sure, yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially behind the
Say,
line.
but like I don't like when these guys have these mistakes. I'm not like, oh, they fucking suck. Like it's gonna happen. It happens to the best guys in the NFL, as we see. So I mean, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, I've never been like, oh, he has a fumble problem or nothing. I'm sure he's pissed off about it. I'm sure he's gonna be sitting there like looking back at it, studying how to, stop that.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, the Bills are gonna Bills. They're gonna be good
yeah,
no matter what. As long as Josh Allen's on the field, it doesn't matter who's on the team.
I agree. Which rolls us into Bears Lions. Bears. Ben Johnson rolled back into Detroit. He
Yeah,
pretty
roll
much
right
got.
back out.
He was pretty much on his knees crawling out. I mean,
Yeah,
this was a tough one to see. I mean, it was like 51-21.
yeah, 52-21.
Golf, golf big game. Mon St. Brown 3 touchdowns. Gibbs over 100 rushing. I mean, Monty scored a touchdown. I mean, everybody scored a touchdown, besides Sam Laporta.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate to see it because it's on my fantasy team, but
Yeah,
tough day, tough day. But I mean, Detroit, I think they're starting to get their swagger back on offense. JMO blew up. Granted, I know they're playing a Bears defense here. Bears defense who's hurt, which unfortunately they also just got the bad news of their cornerback being done for the year.
yep.
So it's not getting any better. And the thing is they have a tough schedule still too. So Bears are gonna struggle this year. I think the bright stuff is they're trying to figure out offense more than anything, and I think that's good because like now you can kind of get your offense to put together a little bit better because you're gonna have to. So with that said, Caleb Williams is still, I don't know. He's just looking rough out there. He's just indecisive. He's having a hard time reading defenses. He's late on throws. I mean, he's just not putting his guys in a position to make any kind of move after the catch. That's the real
Yeah.
issue. Especially with the guys you got guys that work in space.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not out on Caleb Williams. I know a lot of people are, calling for his head and bench him, cut him, whatever. I mean, when I watch him, you see the positives, right? You see his ability to make really big, impactful plays. The arm talent's for sure there. You see it. You'll see a lot of arm talent, especially like on the move. He throws missiles,
Yeah.
right? So I'm not worried about the talent. It's more so about the regular quarterback things of reading a defense, on time, accuracy. It's the small shit, and I think he just needs a little time. I mean, granted, he's had a lot of time, right? Say this for a lot of quarterbacks,
I mean, this is only
but
year 2 though.
yeah, I think people really need to. Everyone just expects everyone to be like C.J. Stroud, right? They come out, they're fucking dominant, which
Yeah,
I would love that to be the
on the
case.
flip side, you got a guys like CJ Stroud, crazy year 1, year 2, sophomore slump, year 3,
Not
right
looking good.
back with another slump. I mean, granted,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know about this one being all his fault, but year 2
oh no,
was on him.
no,
So, but now you roll into a guy who, different coach. I mean, Shane Frodrin. I mean, it's a reality check, and it's gonna be a big change, especially with a guy like Ben Johnson and the way his offense is run. It's a lot.
It's very specific. It's very, decisive,
And I mean, they got the
which
guys for it though, which is good. But it's gonna take a little time for them to all
it's
to
gonna.
adjust.
It was never going. Caleb Williams was never going to come out and throw 350 yards a game and look like an MVP candidate as the first 2 weeks of the year. For being honest, I mean,
No. We
anyone.
thought maybe they walk out of the first 2 weeks, maybe like 1-1.
Oh yeah, I mean, I fully expected though Caleb Williams to have his, look. I was expecting to see the flashes of Caleb Williams, and then you would also have his struggles, which I'm not shocked by. We've seen how I've seen how complicated that Ben Johnson system is, and I mean, even Ben Johnson said he knows that they were challenging him all of fucking camp. So I'm not too worried about Caleb Williams. I think even if he doesn't, become Caleb Williams, which what he was drafted for, being, an MVP candidate, being a quarterback for decades. I think he'll still figure it out, at least be solid. Um, the Bears, I mean, honestly, they're gonna figure out offense. It's just a worry about their defense right now. No Jalen Johnson, like you said, out for the year with surgery on his groin. Outside of that, the secondary's pretty weak. I mean, you got Jaquan Brisker, but he's a safety. What is he doing, really? Kyler Gordon and Tyreek Stevenson are your top corners now. That's scary. You play CeeDee Lamb next week. You're getting cooked. You don't
Honestly,
really have an edge rush.
well, that was my thing. Like, don't get me wrong. You can have a little like subpar secondary if you have guys getting after the quarterback, but they just don't. They don't
No.
have those guys getting in the backfield, so it's gonna be a tough season for them if they're playing at this rate.
Oh yeah, I mean you play against the Packers twice, the Lions twice. I mean,
You're gonna see everything that you wish you had.
yeah, these offenses are explosive. These offenses are deep,
and,
which you're trying to be,
and then
but
you
then they also have defensive playmakers, and you don't really have that right now. Your only
no,
defensive playmaker is out for the year.
yeah,
So,
it's tough to be a Bears fan right now. So
the Bears.
the Bears,
What are you gonna do?
um, you know, and then we got a tough one over in Jacksonville with Cincinnati. I mean, Cincinnati pulled this out with Jake Frowning in the second half. Jacksonville, Diami Brown dropped a for sure touchdown in his hands in the end zone. And then fourth quarter comes around, Frowning drives him down for a quarterback sneak for a touchdown. Win 31-27 or whatever it was. But Burrow's pretty much done for the year.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
He's gonna be out
miracle,
3 months. I mean,
yeah, barring a miracle from this team to make the playoffs, Burrow's gonna be shut down for the year. Which, if they make the playoffs, I'm sure they'll love having him back. But tough division.
tough.
Granted, they did start 2-0, but it's not.
It's gonna be interesting to see because, like, granted, the best
I
part you have is that you do have all the talent in the world, the wideouts, the running back, you name it.
the weapons are there for whoever's playing. That's the good thing. You don't have to worry about who he's throwing the ball to. You don't have to worry about him making these insane plays.
Yeah,
But I think it's scary because your defense isn't outstanding, right? They
No.
knew that.
no, and
And
that's the other thing too is like you're gonna roll in with Frowning, who's like a weak arm gunslinger though.
yeah,
He just
I mean,
wants to throw the ball.
and it like if he plays like he did, which is not great yesterday. Granted, he did score a game-winning touchdown. I'll give him that. But 3 interceptions. If you play against the teams who capitalize against your defense, they're gonna, you're not gonna be in that game. And then even if you are, you need a last-second score. You would much rather have Joe Burrow out there trying to get that last-second score than Jake Browning. I mean, it's a tough one. It's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, I mean you don't want to see that. But
No, I mean, we all
mean,
wish Joe speedy recovery.
it's the reality. I mean, would we see them possibly trade? Maybe. But time will tell on that. I think the biggest thing that we're taking away from these games though with Jacksonville is Brian Thomas. I mean, he's non-existent. Game one, I think, was a mix of him and Trevor Lawrence. But like
Yeah.
game two, he's just playing straight up scared.
I think that, but I feel like the team's like prioritizing kind of Travis Hunter right now. I think
Well,
they're
they kind of
really
did, but the problem is when the ball goes his way, though, he's like, I mean, he's ducking over the middle. He's not like going for the ball. He's like holding up and ducking.
I think he's watched a few of those
Chris Olave clips.
Yeah, I think he's seen a few.
But nonetheless, like Lawrence definitely leaves them out to dry. But like, you can't play like that as a wide receiver in the NFL. And
Oh no,
he resembles nothing like he did last year, though.
I'm not worried about his talent. I think it's really just it might be because I mean, granted, last year he only played so many games with Lawrence
Sure.
before he got hurt. So he played. I mean, his best work probably came with
with
Mac
Mac
Jones.
Jones.
So I think it's still like getting comfortable with this quarterback situation going on there for sure. Because I mean, you come off this massive season and you're playing with basically a new quarterback, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the whole second half of the year you played with different quarterbacks, so I think it's a comfortability thing. I think once they get comfortable, I don't see any problems for him. I'm not worried about him. I mean, he's still a phenomenal player. He's still very explosive. And I mean, Trevor Lawrence has the talent. He has the arm to hit him, especially on these deep balls. And so it'll take time. I'm still worried though about the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, Trevor Lawrence just inconsistent as he
Yeah.
always has been.
Well, that's
And I
the
mean,
other.
this is the game.
And I mean, he's inconsistent. And then, like, we started seeing a glimpse of the other way things might go in Jacksonville is, week one, Travis Hunter played like 96% of the offensive snaps and barely any defensive snaps. Then, flip side, this week, he only plays like 60% of offensive snaps. And then, like, pretty much a good, like, most of the defensive snaps as soon as one of their guys went down.
Yeah.
So, like, we're starting to see that and how that plays into their offense. Who knows? So, like, it's just so many question marks up in the air right now in Jacksonville, and I don't know how they're being addressed. And, the biggest thing everybody's talking about is the clip between, Liam Cohen and Trevor Lawrence, him waving him off. So, I mean, tempers might be flaring down in Jacksonville, but it'll be interesting.
I mean, Travis Hunter had that big PI call on the last drive. That was unfortunate. He's a rookie. He's gonna make mistakes. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm sure he's heard enough about it. So that's tough. And then I mean, just tough part is though, as a defense, you're up by 3, and you let Jake Browning
March.
convert two fourth downs on you on that drive, and then march down and steal the game.
Yeah, it's a tough.
After he threw 3 picks to you.
It's a tough pill to swallow on that. It's bad.
No, I mean, when you get 3 interceptions from the quarterback and the opposing team, and you don't win that game, that might haunt them for the rest of the year.
Well,
That's gonna be.
that leads me to this. They lost 31-27, right? I don't know I doubt it would have made a difference, but that same drive right before they did that, went for on 4th down inside, I believe the 5-yard line. I think it was like the 2-yard line.
It was 4th and 5 on Cincy 7.
Yeah. So I mean, but granted, they lost 31-27. Sure, it would have been 30-24. Who knows?
No, I mean I don't.
I mean, granted, I'm not saying it's the wrong choice, but granted, you lose because you have to make them they still have to score regardless. It's just a matter of how much. But the issue you run into was the momentum.
Yeah.
You kick 3 points, momentum switch, it shifts your way a little bit better versus them getting a big stop inside the 5, turnover on downs, to then let's go. Let's keep this rolling, get to the end zone here, and turn this game around. We win.
Yeah, I mean, Browning throws a pick, you get the ball at Cincy's 12, right? And you're like, oh, big opportunity, score a touchdown. But 4th and 5, you're up. Just take the points. It's 4th and 5. If it was like 4th and 3 or 2, I'd go for it every day. But like 4th and 5, I mean, Trevor Lawrence already threw 2 picks at this point. He hasn't played the best.
Yeah, and
Just
then
take
you ran out of
points.
room. And there's no room to throw. Like you're playing with 10
No.
yards of space.
Yeah, I mean, I just take your points and you go defense. Do it again. They already have 3 picks off him. I think it really sends a message to your defense as well. There, like we don't trust you don't trust us to get one stop. Just don't let them score a touchdown.
Quite
And
literally.
then
I don't I don't understand it. I mean, but that's Jacksonville. What else is new?
yeah, yep, that is.
Then we gets us to one of the bigger games of the week. Denver, Indianapolis. Colts win off of to kick the ball to
They
beat
miss
them
it.
as
Yeah.
time expires. After the penalty on the previous one from 60 gets called that he missed
Right.
by 10 yards
For leverage.
for leverage for for pushing off the center.
Which it is a flag. I'm not going to argue that.
I argue that I don't think it was an actual penalty there, but
No, I mean, I think it is a flag. Like, it's literally, they say you can't
no,
make it
yeah,
back.
you can't do that. I just don't know if that guy actually did.
But, like, regardless, I think the standard is just different because
Just don't touch
they
the
don't
guy.
call that all. They don't call that all the time, though.
No, they don't, and I think that's the issue. Is like, but
Yeah.
regardless, I mean, Denver, they deserve to lose that game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They played awful there towards the end of pretty much the last quarter and a half. All momentum completely shifted to Indy. Daniel Jones and JT and Pittman and Downs and Warren just balling in Indy.
I mean, Tyler Warren looks like exactly what I thought he'd look like.
Good.
Justice.
Another big shot for him to potentially take Rookie of the Year.
I mean, he plays just like everyone expected him to, but he's actually performing, and you love that. I mean, a big tight end. Tight ends are undervalued in the NFL, I think. Like when you have a guy like Kittle or like.
Well, I think that's what it comes down to. Is like, is your tight end a tight end, or is your tight end a tight end who pretty much plays like a wide receiver, but can block?
Yeah.
I think that's what
right.
you're getting out of guys like him.
Mhm.
And because I think he went 5 for 70. He
went
just
4
played.
for 4 for 78 9 against the Broncos.
And Pittman was balling. JT got like a 45 yarder.
Yeah, 43-yard catch. I mean,
broke another.
Downs got involved this week. Alex Pierce got involved. I mean, honestly, all their top 5 players all got catches and all got the ball, and then you even got a few for Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah, and then
I mean,
Daniel Jones is just playing at a high level for them.
it helps. So I mean, when you can throw the ball like that, and then you also got JT in the backfield, he got 25 carries for 160 yards.
I mean,
You're running for 100.
You should win. You should win every time.
160 rushing yards for him, and then 300 for Daniel Jones through the air. I mean, and it was efficient. It wasn't like they were just force feeding. It was very efficient. I mean, they set a record, I think, for like
consecutive drives without punting.
Yeah, it's insane. Daniel Jones is leading a top tier offense right now, and I think it's I don't know. It's insanity. I mean,
it's insanity, and I mean the crazy thing is they're doing all this, and now they're going to go into week 3 playing a struggling Tennessee Titans team.
Yep.
Big start for Danny Dimes in Indy.
I mean, Indy's got to be hyped up. I mean,
I'm pissed, but at the same time, not surprised.
I'm pissed, not surprised, because that always happens to former Giants players. They always turn up somewhere else.
Who's the other one? Oh, yeah. I just saw the meme the other day of all you need to do is get guys from the Giants and your franchise will turn around. And it was a clip of Danny Dimes in Indy now and Saquon. Tough day to be a Giants guy.
Yeah, I mean, the Broncos, I'm a little worried about Bo Nix. It looks like he's going to have a sophomore slump a little bit.
Bo Nix is dicey. Defense, it's tough. I mean, granted, I will say Patrick Surtain still shut down Cortland. Patrick Surtain did did still kind of what he does, but he did struggle a little bit against Tyler Warren on that game.
Yeah, I think that's just like a mismatch on size. I think they really Tyler Warren. I mean,
I
he's
mean,
one of
yeah,
those guys.
definitely a difference.
So I mean, I'm not too worried about Pat Surtain. What I am worried about though is no sacks
No
on the
sacks from
side.
guys like Nick Benito.
No, they had one sack. They had one sack as a team, but one sack as a team against. I mean, Colts O line is solid. Don't get me wrong, but
Still,
you have Nick Benito, who's just he
just got paid.
he just got paid, right? You brought in a couple guys on the back end to play coverage. I mean, your D line is pretty solid.
Yep, you have Jared Allen.
It's just a little disappointing. I mean, the Colts didn't even get a sack in this game at all, and they won.
Yep.
I mean, it's
It's gonna be interesting to see how Denver plays out this year because they could easily be a playoff team, but they could also easily just not even come close.
no, they could be one of those teams that just falls off like the Texans did last year.
Yeah.
Just have a huge slump. Even though they have talent, they have coaching. I don't think that's the issue. I think it's really just comes down to consistency with these guys, especially out of the quarterback.
Yeah. I'm right there with you on that.
Um,
Uh,
well, I guess that brings us to the next one there.
oh, we got Cleveland, Baltimore. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. Baltimore.
No, I mean,
Baltimore.
Baltimore blew them out, kind of like we thought.
Yeah, it's just, but
Right.
Cleveland's just not.
What I will say though is Cleveland did stop the run. I'll give them that. They shut Henry down. 11 rushes for 23 yards. This is unheard of against Derrick Henry, so I'll give them that. That was pretty impressive. But I mean, Lamar just 19 completions for 4 touchdowns, 220 yards. He dominated them through the air. And he didn't really they didn't have to do too much on offense though. I mean, the Browns offense is shaky at best.
Shaky at best. I mean, they scored on defense anyways.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of just one of those games where you're like,
You knew what
you
was
know,
coming. You just had to wait, watch it out.
like if you're a Browns fan, I guess the pros are, you stopped Derrick Henry in the run, and Judkins looked okay in his first game. But other than that, you're kind of just like, just Browns fans just looking forward to next year. I think that's a tough year. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Free Miles Garrett. I mean, free that guy, please, please.
Miles
Free him.
Garrett, man. Should have traded him.
They should have. They would have got a lot more than they would have now.
Yeah, seriously, they should have already done that by now.
They would have got like 3 or 4 first round picks, I think, a couple years ago.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Browns are going to Brown.
Yeah, I mean, this is just one of those years. I think Kevin Stefanski could be on his way out, which it's not entirely his fault, but
Love to see where he'll end up, though.
yeah, he's a good coach. I don't think his coaching is honestly bad. I think he's a good coach. I think it's just kind of like not
Just-
meant to be.
Yeah, it's just offense.
It's just not meant to be in there in Cleveland. Next game was supposedly the game of the week, which we know it wasn't. It was obviously the Giants Cowboys was the game of the week. But the Eagles versus the Chiefs, which
Not even much to say about this game, if I'm being honest. I mean, it was a lousy game.
it was depressing.
It was depressing to watch. I mean, Jalen Hurts didn't even throw for 100 yards.
He threw for 101.
101, my bad. They must have readjusted the total to make it look bad, just to make it 3 digits. Patrick Mahomes, same as usual, running for his life.
Had to do everything.
Did everything, tight throws to Hollywood Brown.
Yep.
Kelsey did okay, but again though, the biggest thing of the game, Kelsey dropped at the 2-yard line.
Yep.
That got picked off because of the drop. Bobbles goes into the other guy's hands and returns it.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes. He looks like Patrick Mahomes again. He's been playing like he was playing in that Super Bowl against the Bucks against Tom Brady. I mean, he's scrambling, just trying to find anything, and he makes these insane throws, and he's doing everything he can to help his team win. And He's just not getting any help out there.
No,
I mean,
and that's not his fault. I think the problem is he doesn't have the receivers right now. They need
no.
to come back. You know, Worthy not playing, Rice not playing, no run game.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes is their leading rusher for the past 2 weeks. He has led both games in rushing yards for this team, which is unacceptable. Just plain and simple, unacceptable. I mean, you have Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, who have both been solid backs throughout their career so far.
What's crazy to me is though this is kind of a theme right now across the league is like quarterbacks leading their team in rushing. I mean, we're
Yeah, it is.
talking guys like Mahomes. We're talking about like Justin Herbert. I mean, it's getting a little crazy. I mean,
It is, but
Fields did it last week. Fields, I think,
and
did
this
it
week.
again this week, even though he was hurt all fourth quarter.
Yeah,
I
no. I
mean,
mean,
it's
it's.
getting crazy that this is really
It's.
happening.
I think they get Xavier Worthy back. I think this week. I said he's been practicing. They think he's good to go this
Yeah,
week,
they're only saying
which
that
will
because
be
they're playing the Giants.
big for them. I mean, granted, they probably don't need him against the Giants because
Well,
I mean,
honestly, they
Giants.
might because Giants can play defense if all they got to do is cover short routes with a pass rush.
No, I know, but like look, we'll talk about it in a bit. But yeah, regardless, I mean, the Eagles. They just did Eagles football. They ran the ball down their throat. They played okay defense, and they get a win. I mean, it's plain and simple. Jalen Hurts didn't do anything special. AJ Brown, fucking non-existent yet again. 5 catches for 27 yards. I mean,
Is
pass
just
game,
bad.
2 receivers over 10 yards catching the ball for the Eagles. And they still win. So, I mean, I think I'm not too worried about the Chiefs to start. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, the Chiefs are gone; they're not as good," which they're not as good. But their defense still
No.
looks like their defense this week,
Well,
and
that's
it really just comes down to. I think once they get Rasheed Rice back, week 6, week 7, they'll be back to Chiefs football. They'll be good.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, this is the Chiefs' schedule going for. They got Giants Sunday night. They got Ravens. Then they got Jaguars, Lions, Raiders, Washington, Bills, Broncos, Colts for the next, 9, 10 weeks. I mean, not easy.
No, they don't have an easy schedule at all. I mean,
So, I
I think
mean, they're lucky, though. Second half of the year is they got an easier schedule.
I
So,
think as long as they get 2 or 3 wins before Rasheed Rice gets back,
they have a
as long as
shot.
they get 2 or 3 wins, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because I think once he comes back, that's gonna open up the whole offense again for them. Because I mean, that's really what they're missing right now. They
Yeah.
just don't have the weapons. I mean, Juju Smith-Schuster should not be playing every snap on offense.
No.
We can't. I mean, look, he was good way back when, but he's a depth filler. He's a fourth option now.
Yeah. It's just
It's
not
just
working.
it's tough for them. I mean, they just drew the short end of the stick so far. I think they'll bounce back. We'll see them in the playoffs. I don't have any doubt about it.
Yeah. I'm with you. Um, Honestly, not too much in the other games. We'll roll through them real quick. I mean, Seattle Pitt, not much of a game. Biggest thing was Caleb Johnson leaving the ball in the end zone for them to pick up for a touchdown. I mean, just a
Yeah,
bonehead move.
yeah. Mike Tomlin already confirmed
Removed.
no he's removed from that duty.
Removed from
He's
duty.
But I mean, Rodgers struggled, and this kind of what we thought Steelers would do. They would have good games, and they would have bad games. This
Yeah, I
was one of
mean,
those
just
games where they just can't get going.
you got DK Metcalf, and that's it. I mean,
Yeah,
your offense is non-existent.
yeah, this is kind of what we expected out of the Steelers, really. I mean, DK 3 catches for 20 yards and a touchdown. You're not
Yeah.
winning that game.
No, and then on the
Yeah,
other flip side of it, your defense is non-existent. Where's TJ Watt?
TJ Watt's been non-existent the first 2 weeks, if we're being completely honest.
TJ Watt.
Like
I mean, Jalen Ramsey. I mean, this again,
high,
it's horrible.
their defense has been nowhere. It's been nowhere. It really has. Their defense has been terrible. I mean, they got 2 picks against Sam Darnold. I'll give them that. But
Not
I mean,
saying much.
Kenan Walker, 13 rushes for 100 yards and his longest rush was only 20 yards.
Yeah, I mean, this guy.
So that
I think it's
you
clear
got
now though with Seattle that they Kenneth Walker's gonna be he still
Oh yeah.
remains number one in Seattle over
Oh,
Charbonnet.
I just think he gives him more of a big play potential. And I
Yeah,
think that was very clear. I think Charbonnet is still a good running back, and I still think he's gonna get his fair share of carries and catches and all that. It's gonna definitely, but I think when it comes down to it, Walker will get prioritization.
for sure. And then the only other thing on this game you pull out of is JSN here, Jackson Smith and the Jibba.
And Cup.
And Cup. Nonetheless, the 1 week I don't bet on Cup is the one that gets anything done.
That's how
But
it goes.
JSN, guy had, I think, 4 total 100-yard games over the last 2 years. Then
Starting off hot.
2 games this year, back-to-back 100-plus yard games.
No,
So-
I mean he looks.
He,
We saw
he's
that-
just he is what he's supposed to be. Just now he doesn't have anybody in front of him to take it.
Yeah, we saw it last year. Towards the end, we saw him really heating up. And I mean, coming into this year, we knew he was going to get a lot of chances with no Lockett, with no DK Metcalf.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
pretty clear. And I mean, I'm fine with it. He looks great. He's a great wide receiver. I like how they're utilizing him. They're not just they're letting him do everything. They're not, it's not just deep balls. It's not just zig routes or short routes. It's, he's getting deep. He's going intermediate, doing the deep routes. Rather than, it's not just he's not a drag merchant. He's not a slant merchant. like Mike
No,
Thomas.
he's getting some. He's finally adding his ADI is decent now.
Yeah,
So I mean, big moves over in Seattle. I mean, 1-1 now. Definitely a big win over Pitt to get them rolling. Be interested to see
Nice.
what they do going into this week. I mean, they go into a good week going against New Orleans.
yeah, that's a big one. And these are big games. That
You got to
division,
get
I
these
think-
gimme ones, especially when your division is Cardinals 2-0. You got Rams
Niners
2-0,
2-0.
Niners 2-0.
It's gonna be a very tight division. So I mean,
You got to squeak these out.
yeah. Steelers though, I mean,
Suck. They're
Steelers
not making
football.
playoffs. I mean, they're number
This
4 in
kinda
that
what-
division for the first time probably in a while.
yeah, no, it's kind of what we expect out of the Pit.
The other
Rams,
games, I mean, there's not much. I mean, Rams,
No.
Titans,
Rams
smacked
Titans will
them.
run through it real quick. Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams look like they should.
I
They look like
mean,
they're having a
nothing's
blast.
more aggravating though than the Kyron Williams situation with Blake Corum and everybody else getting these touches.
No, I mean he got 17 carries, but I
Did
just
nothing.
feel like he's
Did nothing with
he
them.
did- only 66 yards, and I feel like he's just not getting the same love from the O line and from the play calling that Blake Corum got, which is unfortunate.
Well, that's the thing though. He was getting goal line touches and just never got it in the end zone.
No, I know.
Blake Corum gets the garbage time one to go down and put it in.
No, I just think it's like more so of like an unfortunate thing where he's playing fine. I think it's just the defense is just a little more. They're just in the backfield a little quicker. It's not as
Yeah. I
easy.
mean, and that's the other thing too is like I know Sean McVay's been saying that they wanted Blake Corum more involved. So he says it's kind of be more like this going forward. I'm not gonna believe it till I see it happen a few times.
No, I mean I can't. Kyron Williams has been phenomenal the past 2 years,
Yeah.
and even this year he's off to a slow start, but it hasn't been like astronomically bad.
But you're not gonna say anything. You're 2-0.
No, they're not complaining. I mean, the wide receiver room looks good. You got what you think you get. Puka did Puka things. Devontae Adams looks a little more comfortable with Stafford. You love to see it. And on the Titans, I mean, Cam Ward is still Cam Ward. Get him some fucking protection. He got sacked 5 times, for the love of Christ. You're gonna kill him.
Yeah,
Please.
I mean, it's just that classic rookie, situation
Yeah,
in Tennessee. It's just tough to see. Rams, Rams rolling.
But I
into
mean,
this week.
I liked what I saw out of him.
Yeah, same. I mean, Rams they run into a tough week. They're playing Philly in Philly.
Should be a good game though.
Should be a good game. I'm looking forward to that one. Is the 1:00 slate, and then Titans, like we said before, they're running into a hot Colts team here, so this could be a struggle.
Yeah.
That brings us to Pats Miami, another high scoring game. Pats pulled it out. But, Miami bounced back. Still lost, but bounced back a little bit. A little bit more of what we expect to see from, I would say,
Yep.
from Miami. High scoring affair. It wasn't no and back and forth a lot of the game too. That's the other thing. I mean, Drake May balled out. 19 to 23 for 230, 2 touchdowns, and then he ran another 31 yards on 10 touches for another touchdown. I mean, balled out. And then flip side, Tua is just still highly efficient when he does throw the ball. It's 26 of 32. I mean, problem is he did throw one pick, sacked 5 times, still threw 2 touchdowns. I mean,
I mean,
it's
this kind of
it's just classic story over there.
this is what you expect out of the Dolphins. I think this year is their offense will be productive, right? I mean, you finally get Tyreek Hill back and going, 100 yards finally, a 47-yard play. Thank God. Devon A-Chain, he's still Devon A-Chain, and then Jalen Waddle gets involved.
Well, that's my
I
thing.
mean,
I mean, it's A-Chain. I mean, without Devon A-Chain, this offense does not run.
I mean, Devon A-Chain had 11 of their 14 carries. Or 15
11
carries.
of the he 11 of their 15 carries. He again though 11 carries for 30 yards with a whopping 2.7 per
No,
carry.
I mean,
It's
I
horrible.
just think I don't think the O-line's helping them in that.
Well, that's the thing.
fashion.
Their rookie, who I believe they took like first or second round, has the absolute lowest PFF grade among offensive linemen in the NFL. Not good. Not good. And then, I mean, without Devon, though, you'd be trash. I mean, the guy had 8 out of 10
Yeah.
targets. He caught 8 for 10 for 92 yards out of the backfield.
Yeah, I mean, look, and I like that they're at least getting them, like, the run game's not working, so be it. We'll get them the ball in the other way. We'll throw it to them, let them get in space, which I like that. I like that we're, using these guys as best weapons, which is open space, their speed, their ability to make people miss. So,
It's
but the
interesting to
defense,
see. It's tough to watch Miami. I mean, they're going to roll into Thursday night against Buffalo, and I think they're going to get smacked. I wouldn't be surprised to see them throw a little bit on them, but they're going to
I
get
wouldn't be
smacked.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised they score some points, but I mean, my two worries about Miami is Tua looks like he's turning the ball over a lot, and then I mean their defense is just not good.
No,
I mean,
it's bottom.
the
It's
Pats,
bottom tier.
fucking Henderson only 3 carries for 10 yards, and they still.
Well, I
got
think.
ball.
I mean, there's a few reasons I think for that. I think it's
Oh, there
kind of
is.
like last game and this game. Like he had a couple. I think he had a penalty for holding. He had a couple misassignments also, from what I saw. So I think that's why it's kind of like you're gonna put him in the dog pen, but at the same time, like Ramondre Stevenson still did well. He
No, I
played
think
really well. I mean, he was their top receiver in the passing game,
he was. I think
which
it's
is honestly
really,
discouraging.
yeah, it is. I think they're just kind of riding the hot hand in that sense.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean your focus is Drake May anyways, like regardless, like if you're running or passing.
Oh,
So it's interesting to see. It's tough to be in New England and see any production if this is how they're going to keep going.
Oh yeah, I mean, the passing game it's inexcusable. I mean, Ramondre Stevenson, your top receiver by 50 yards, and then number 2 is Austin Hooper in
Yeah,
2025.
yeah. I was gonna say. I mean, and it sucks because they start off quick with Booty, and for their first
One
touchdown,
catch.
one
That's
catch
all he
for
got.
one touchdown. And I mean,
He only got one target too.
that was it. I mean, I don't
That
know
was
what
his only
happened, but I mean, but then you got Stephon Diggs. Like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. Granted, I think Stephon's, he's coming off ACL injury, starting slow. I doubt he's going to be what he was. But why'd you pay the
No.
man what you paid him? Just to fucking say, hey, fuck off.
No, I mean, it's a little worrying.
It is worrying, so, I mean, we'll see what happens to New England. New England, they're going to turn around this week and go against Pitt, which will be, I think that's a good matchup for them.
Yeah, I think that'll be it'll be fun for sure.
And then you got Miami. Yeah, obviously, like we said, going around playing Buffalo on Thursday night.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
But that brings us
Mike?
to what
Prime
Monday?
time.
Prime time on
Falcons,
Sunday
Vikings.
night.
Yeah,
Minnesota, Atlanta Falcons.
this was
Horrible game.
it was bad. I mean,
Bijan's still the only bright spot.
he's not the only bright spot.
I would say he was the only bright spot in this game. I mean, the dude went for 115 rushing. I want to say
140 rushing.
143
Yeah, and they only threw for 135.
and threw for 135. You know, sacked 3 times, 13 to 21 for Michael Penix.
I think my
Um,
biggest concern for this takeaway from this game was the Vikings' run defense was not existent.
Well, that's the thing. They do have injuries on the defensive side. That's the other problem.
Like even Tyler Algier ran for 76 on 5 yards a pop almost.
True, and I mean, but that's the problem is though. Like I was just saying, like they just have injuries, and what they're rolling into. Like they're rolling into this week. This is their injury report. They have Josh Oliver, tight end, whatever. Their guard Donovan Jackson, their linebacker Jonathan Greenard, Aaron Jones just went on IR, and then Theo Jackson, their safety, is also. So I mean,
Let's not forget the big one either.
J.J. McCarthy not playing this week. He's probably out for
And-
probably out 4 weeks.
And that's going to be a interesting game. They go into Cincinnati against another team with they're not their starting quarterback.
Yeah, and then you still have Andrew Van Ginkel is also questionable too.
Yeah, I mean, I think my big takeaway was Falcons, Bijan Robinson, still Bijan Robinson. Their
There's-
line still solid.
They're still
I
going
like
to
what
Algier the ball a lot.
I like the connection I saw between Penix and Kyle Pitts early in the game.
Pitts is
I like
looking
that
good this year. Pitts is much better than he was in prior years. I think he's finally got that athletic aspect back to him, which is very encouraging.
And I think he's getting that. Yeah, he's getting that connection down now with Michael Penix. They both look very comfortable. I mean, Penix is throwing it like early, and Pitts is ready for the ball, which you love to see. And I mean, if you get Pitts going, it's gonna open up this offense so much.
I agree.
I mean,
overall,
overall,
he's got 5 catches? I think game 1, another couple here.
yeah, he had 4. A lot of that was honestly on the first drive, first quarter too.
Well, I mean, second half was just it
was just a wash.
I mean, honestly though, on the flip side of it, Minnesota JJ looks horrible.
It's not even J. Yeah,
No,
JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy looks horrible. I mean, he's played 8 quarters of football now. He's had 1 good quarter.
I mean, yeah, no, he doesn't look good. He's a lot of turnovers. We're not getting the ball to Justin Jefferson, which is a problem. That can't be happening.
No, it can't be happening. And I think I don't know though because they aren't running the ball well, which we are definitely going to see that I think come this week. I mean, you got no Aaron Jones, so I mean, this is exactly why you paid Jordan Mason.
Yeah.
So I think with Carson Wentz coming in being your starting quarterback this week, it's gonna change and shake a few feathers on how they scheme it out.
They could have a successful week though, I think, with Carson Wentz.
I mean, the
Carson
only good
Wentz,
thing is they're playing Cincinnati this week.
Yeah, bad defense. I think Carson Wentz,
Possibly
You
could
know,
pick
he
him
had-
up.
I think Carson Wentz could just, could be like a Joe Flacco in a way where he's just gonna sling it.
Yeah,
He might have a few turnovers, but I think Justin Jefferson will get the ball. I don't think that's a worry this week. I think it's more so of will Carson Wentz hurt your own team?
yeah. I think
I
that's the biggest thing coming into this game because the two sides of the coin here. You need to get the ball and you need to put up points because Jake Frowning's going to throw the ball.
Yeah. He's
He don't give it. He's going to throw it if you have a guy there or don't have a guy there. He likes Jamar Chase. I mean, the dude had 14 catches last week.
Yeah, 165 yards.
You got to be ready.
And on the Vikings side, I mean, they let up 6 sacks against a not great pass. I mean, a very young pass rush.
I will say, Atlanta's had a start. I think. I mean, they have 8
No,
sacks in 2 games now.
Yeah, like they look good defensively on the pass rush, but like we can't be giving up 6 sacks. I don't care.
No.
You know, I'm sure maybe one or two of those might have been, JJ holding the ball or whatever, but regardless, it's inexcusable. Six is crazy. And on the Falcons side, we really need to learn how to get a fucking touchdown when we're in the red zone.
Yeah, seriously, it's
I mean,
aggravating.
this game could have been 60-0 at one point if they just could score a touchdown. It was a little disappointing and disheartening to say the least when they drive all the way down the field with no issues and then they get inside the 20 and they just forget how to play football. I don't know if it's a play calling thing or but that cannot be a week to week thing at all.
No, 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 no. It can't be. And, luckily for them, like, Atlanta's going to go in and play a weak Carolina team. So, good week to kind of figure the things out that they need to figure out to keep this
Yeah.
ball rolling. Should be 2-1 going out of this week in a good position in the NFC South. So, or the NFC North, my bad. But they're going to have to be on their A game to figure this out.
Oh,
No, I was right. NFC South.
two more games.
Two more games. So we got the next one.
The shootout.
Shootout.
Bucks Texans.
Huh?
Bucks Texans.
Slow game. Exciting game. Slow game.
It started off so hot.
It was hot. It started off. It was like 7-7 when you blink.
Started off, bro. The fucking both teams drove down the field.
10-7.
Both teams drove. They scored touchdowns quick. I was like, oh,
I was gonna say
we're gonna get a good game.
Well, that's the other thing. First half, Nico Collins right off the rip, touchdown. Think what, 19 yarder, 29 yarder, whatever it
Yeah,
was.
29 yards.
29 yarder, turn around, Miko Buka touchdown. And next thing you know, you're in a halftime and Nico Collins hasn't caught a second ball. I mean, you cannot do that. Like, you saw in the second half, they're going after him finally. But the issue, you can't do that. Like, Nico Collins is your offense. I mean, you have a washed up Nick Chubb who looks slow.
Yep.
He's not Nick Chubb, unfortunately, anymore. He is, I don't know what to call him, but he ain't Nick Chubb.
No, it's sad.
He's not involved in the passing game. You have, who do you have?
Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz wasn't involved till the second half also.
Xavier Hutchinson.
Xavier Hutchinson looked good. Xavier Hutchinson did look good. He got involved quick and early. I can definitely see that role growing for him. And then you still have the Higgins, but the Higgins are pretty much irrelevant right now.
Look,
Get the
Nico
ball up
Collins
in the air, tell him to go up.
Nico Collins 3 catches is inexcusable. I get they threw it to him, but I mean CJ Stroud only had 13 completions all game, which is
I get why.
is not a-
Like he has. Granted, I will say both teams horrible against the rush. Horrible game against the rush. I mean, both quarterbacks were on the move all game. I mean, CJ Stroud was on his back. Baker Mayfield was on his back. I mean, it's just how it went. I mean, Baker got sacked 4 times, and CJ got 3 times. I mean, but neither threw a pick. That's the other thing. Like, they were efficient. So, I mean, though, it came down, though, at the end of the day, it all came down to running the ball. And that last drive proved it. Those last 2 drives for Buccaneers proved it. I mean, granted, I know that Nick Chubb broke that one for a touchdown for like 20 yards.
Yeah.
But
that was the whole production.
Yeah, exactly. And then you turn around, fourth quarter, coming back down to score. What do? Baker Mayfield, 4th down, breakaway, 1st down. Rachaad White, 15, 20 yards. Another 5, 10 yards. Bucky Irving's another 5 yards. I mean, it just piled it on, and they were in the end zone before you even blinked.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my concern is, like, CJ Stroud, I mean, 13 completions is...
It's slow.
It's so low.
I mean, like Justin
with this offense. I mean, especially with this offense, like, what do you have other than your star wide receiver? You don't got a run game right now.
No.
Joe Mixon's out. I mean, you don't got any other wideouts other than Nico Collins and a rookie. What are you doing on offense to try and score points? You would think the answer would be give Nico Collins the ball and let him do Nico Collins things, right? You would think that would be, but it's not. I don't get it. This is 2 weeks now where this offense looks very bad. Very bad. I don't care what defense they played. I know they played solid defenses, the Rams and the Tampa Bay. But CJ Stroud looks not, he looks like another slump, like we said earlier.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not gonna say it's all on him because it's not.
Oh,
But
no.
like that offensive line is horrible, and you have no run game.
So I
So
don't
like
get
trying to piece things together, it's gonna be a tough year for them. I think. I don't see them. They might
It's going
skate
to be
by and
another.
make playoffs in their division strictly off of their defense. Because I
Yeah.
mean, Al Shakir and Devin and Hunter were just getting after Baker Mayfield. This is the reason why they've been in the game 2 weeks in a row. I
Yeah,
mean,
we're gonna be-
they have a elite secondary. I mean, pretty much Stingley shut down Mike Evans for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, Will Anderson, Hunter, you got options on defense.
Literally, I
I
mean,
think
you got beat by one. Mika Buka probably doesn't get in that end zone. You probably win that game. Off those early touchdown. Um, it's just tough to watch this team play.
it's tough on the offense side of the ball. I mean, I'll never understand the Tunsil trade. I'll never get it. I'll never understand the
what?
reason.
I don't understand that still. I don't know what's
I
going
can
on with
never.
that.
They could explain it to me and show me their reasoning, and I would still never understand it. It doesn't make sense, regardless.
No, I mean that's the thing. Like now you traded him, but not only did you traded him to a team that was in the same exact situation you were without Larry Tunsil,
And now they have him. Yeah,
and now they have him, and now you're stuck with quarterback in year 3 with no offensive line. So
Yeah.
good luck.
Well, you just need to give a message to all these NFL teams to,
Protect your quarterbacks.
especially these young quarterbacks that you're like, you need these guys to take steps and improve. How are they going to improve when they're sprinting backwards and fucking they're running for their life every play? How are we supposed to watch Bryce Young or CJ Stroud or how are we supposed to see these guys improve when they can't even move. They take 2 steps and they're already on their back.
Literally, I mean, I think the biggest thing I saw recently was about Joe Burrow and the amount of times he's been sacked over 200 times since he's been in the NFL.
It's
And
not
he's not, and don't wrong, like he's mobile, but he's not like the running mobile type. He's
no,
a pocket passer, and he's been sacked more times since he's been in the league than Andrew Luck was sacked in his time before he retired
and Andrew Luck retired early.
because of this problem.
Yeah.
So
This is-
figure it out, all you teams who cannot figure out how to protect your guys, because I mean, what's the point of paying these guys $200-400 million just for them to be hurt all year? And granted, I know Joe Burrow's but pretty much out of his injury money, but you gotta figure it out.
Like we gotta really especially we don't see guards go anywhere towards the first half of the NFL draft. You don't see guards, and then even tackles, we don't see many tackles go in the second.
Well,
round.
that's my other thing. I was just talking about this with a friend, and we're talking about these offensive linemen that people just aren't utilizing, they aren't picking up, et cetera, whether it's the draft or agency. Look at the Colts, for example. Who do they have on their offensive line? Are their tackles elite? No.
Solid.
But you know what they do have? They have an all-pro future Hall of Famer guard named Quentin Nelson, who's been there for a few years, and what have they done? Not sacked as much.
No, their tackles are solid. They're not elite. They're solid. They're middle of the pack, which is all we're asking for. We're not asking
You
for.
just need them to give you 2.5, 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Get your quarterback to learn how to throw the ball off as soon as he hits his back with his drop.
Exactly.
You don't ever see that anymore.
And when they do, they're used to it, right? They're used to 2.5, 3 seconds off the backdrop. When these guys get more time, and you're going for the deep play, and they have time, they're gonna make the defense pay for that. Whereas, a lot of these young quarterbacks, they have so much time. They don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck to do because they're not used to it.
I was gonna
Like,
say
like
Ken Moore's never gonna see me.
Caleb Williams last year, he sprinted in sacks. He didn't know what the fuck to do. He's not used to getting time. He was getting sacked so quick, he didn't know. So it's really, we gotta like reprioritize the offensive line. I think it's fallen by the wayside somehow a little bit.
Especially when honestly, especially the way nowadays it works. Like, I would say no matter what, regardless of how good your offense is, scheme wise, potential wise, reading how the game script's going, defense has an edge no matter what nowadays. Like their planning is so much better to plan for than the other way around. So,
Yeah.
in turn, in this, especially the way the trend's going in the NFL, is more defensive players who are doing much better than new offensive players. You got to protect these guys because these guys know exactly what you're doing in, play out, and they're getting after you play after play. I mean, you got guys like, Gary and Michael Parsons running after you. Got Hunter, Will Anderson Jr., Al Shahir, all coming at you. I mean, you specifically plan for these guys on the offensive side, but their whole defense is planning for you to do that already. So, in turn, you are stuck with your hands up in the air asking what the hell happened. And what happened is you didn't get the ball out quick and you didn't protect your quarterback.
No, these edge rushers are literal game changers, right? I mean, like, just plain and simple. Micah Parsons came in, plays half the snaps, not even dominant. Look what it does for this Packers defense, right? And then on the flip side, T.J. Watts. I mean, we're used to dominating, having a slow start. What happens? 30-plus points back-to-back games on their head. I mean, it's plain and simple. You gotta protect your quarterbacks, otherwise, nothing good will come of it ever. You're not gonna win games when your quarterback's getting smacked around. I don't care who you have at quarterback. We've seen it with Patrick Mahomes. We've seen it with Joe Burrow. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't, and that's the issue.
Last game,
the last game and the best game. It's where we made our money. Raiders, Chargers. I mean, literally from pretty much play one, this game was over. I mean, first drive, Geno Smith, interception, turned into 3 points. Never look back.
No, I mean, Geno Smith, it's the Geno Smith you're going to get sometimes. Had a tough one, 3 interceptions.
I won't say it was like a true 3 interception game, but
yeah.
But at the same time, he did not play well.
No, it was tough.
But I don't know though. The biggest thing I took out of this game was like when it came to getting guys in space, right? You draft a guy 6th overall, first round, and the guy you're trying to get in space is not him. You're trying to get guys like Trey Tucker and Zamir White in space.
I mean, Ashton Jeanty just has no help on the old line. This game, he broke a good amount of tackles. He got a lot.
I saw that he did break some tackles.
A lot of his yards were probably after contact, like a good amount of them.
All 40 of them.
I think that's what you'd like to see, at least from Jeanty, is his ability to still bounce off tacklers is still there. He's still got incredible balance. I think we're not getting him into any space at all. He's getting touched instantly, and it really shows. This offense is really struggling when they can't run the ball. Because I mean, I get Geno Smith will sling it regardless, but
it's just not
these teams are just they're prioritizing it. I mean, Brock Bowers is great and all, but we saw the Chargers all over him. I mean, Jacoby Myers is a solid wide receiver. Nothing against him, but outside of that, you got Thornton, very young, still got a lot of learning to do.
Got one catch.
Yeah,
one catch, and it was on the first. It was on the second drive.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Quentin Johnson scenario to me, where he's a great athlete, but he's gonna have to learn how to play wide receiver for a while. And on the flip side, I mean, we're throwing the ball to Tucker 8 times in a game. Trey Tucker,
That's
8
crazy to
times.
me, honestly. The shortest guy on the field. He's not a huge playmaker. He can make some plays, but at the end of the day, the guys you're trying to get the ball to are Brock Bowers, Aston Genty, and then Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, and then a Thornton deep shot. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
see.
I mean, utilize your guys' skill sets. I mean,
Yeah,
I get it.
I
Like, it's
just.
hard when you cannot run the ball.
I mean, we're averaging 4 yards a throw.
That's horrible.
That's not okay.
I'm interested to see what that A dot is on
And
average.
the Chargers dominated.
Yeah,
No run game at all.
no run
No run game.
game, no nothing. I mean, even the Chargers though, they didn't run the ball.
No, that's what I'm saying. The Chargers had no run game, and they dominated this game.
Another one where your quarterback leads your team in rushing.
Yeah, it's and like this is just I don't know. It's just sad for the Raiders. It's
I
just a
mean,
disappointing look. It's a
I'm-
bad look for the
It's
Raiders.
a bad look, honestly. It's expected.
Oh yeah,
I mean, but again, this was another game where like edge rushers got after it. I mean, Max
Khalil
Crosby
Mack.
moving around, Khalil Mack go drip flying around the
Mack
field. Unfortunately, hurt.
yeah,
Probably out 4 to 6 weeks.
that looked bad.
It did look bad, but luckily it's not as bad as it looks from what I hear. So thank God. But I mean, again though, it's just this game was over before it started, and I hate to say it, it's just the Raiders are booty. They're just booty
they're-
cheeks.
Oh, it's sad. We'll obviously see them week 3 here. Who they play?
Week 3, we got
Commanders.
the Raiders playing
Commanders.
against.
The Commanders, a tough one.
Well, it's gonna be tough depending upon Jaden Daniels because right now he's on the injury list. He's listed as doubtful
Yeah, I saw that.
for a knee sprain. So
Yeah.
without
It'll
him, I don't
probably-
know who their backup is.
Let's look it up real quick. Marcus Mariota, I remember.
Not the worst, but not the best.
Not the worst. Not the worst. Does have history with Las Vegas. Did play there.
But it'll be interesting. But I mean, the same thing's gonna apply. They're gonna just spread the wealth again. Get out quick passes, Cliff Kingsbury system. Getting the goal in guys like Debo's hands against this team, and this team will struggle against that.
Yeah. So.
But Chargers are rolling. Justin Herbert looks
Yeah.
great.
It's kind of what you expect, other than the fact that they just can't run the ball right now.
Yeah,
I mean-
I think that's to go with though, like who they've played against. Like,
No, yeah.
run-
The Chiefs, I kind of expect the struggle, right? I mean, the Chiefs have a good run defense, but against the Raiders, I was expecting them to kind of punch back, which didn't happen. But
that's 2 weeks in a row though for the Raiders. Raiders week 1 against New England, same thing. Didn't give up anything on the ground. So 2 weeks in a row, Raiders have kind of held these teams in check. It's interesting to see how this is going to go week 3, especially with them playing the Commanders. If Jaden Daniels doesn't play, especially because not only will you have no Jaden Daniels, you'll have no Austin Eckler, so you'll have Bill, Krosky Merritt. But then they're probably gonna maybe activate
Rodriguez,
and then you're also gonna split time with what's his name, Mick. Is it Mick?
Mick.
Not Mick. I'm blanking on this guy's name.
McNicholas.
McNichols, yes, McNichols, who's probably, and that's gonna make it tough because if you do that, next thing you know, Krosky Merritt's stock goes down because, those probably goal line touches probably don't go his way.
Yeah.
So, and then
Probably
especially if
don't.
you have guys like Mariota too.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be an interesting week.
I think it also could go up in a sense or stay the same. We're back.
Yeah, you've
no,
lagged a few times.
I think his stock could stay the same just because Mariota. They might run the ball a little more, spread the wealth in terms of the running backs.
I think it's just gonna come down to the decision making with Mariota. That's gonna be the change. But that's week 2. Week 2, 2 weeks in, a lot of news stories, A lot of things changed, a lot of injuries, a lot of playing catch up for some of these teams so early in the year. So I'm interested to see how this, next 16 weeks go. I mean, just with a little taste here, because week 3 might, sound early, but 3 weeks make or break a season real quick.
I mean, someone like the Texans going against the Jags. They lose this, they're 0-3.
And the division game.
Yeah. I mean, you got that. You got the Jets against the Bucks, probably going to be a wash. And then you got this big division game. This might be my game of the week that I'm looking at this week of Chargers-Broncos. That should be a huge one. Well, it can't be game of the week, actually. It can't be. It can't be. We have Monday night
Right.
Lions-Ravens.
Expect a shootout. Currently at over 52.
I mean,
We're hammering the over on that one.
I mean, we might have to take the
We
over.
just saw the Bears Lions go over that for 70.
Yeah, I mean the Lions almost went over on their own.
Here, live bet here, over 52.5. You know what? Let's turn this the other way around. Let's go alternate line, alternate total. We're putting this at 60.5 over. Cash it in, plus 202, $1,000, $3,000 coming back to you. Thank you. You're welcome, and good night.
Yeah, no, I mean that should be fun. We got a couple fun games coming up this week. I'm interested to see how these teams, especially the Vikings, that Vikings Cincinnati game should be fun with the injuries going on at quarterback. But yeah, we started off with the Dolphin Bills, like we said. I expect a Josh Allen masterclass against a tough, like a weak defense. But the Dolphins could stick their nose in there. If their offense continues to get better and continues to look like they should, you could see a big game from Devon Achane again, a couple big plays from, Tyreek Hill. Waddle is questionable. That'll be one to watch as we go into tomorrow. But yeah, should be a fun game. Yeah, I mean.
I got this game, Bills, probably, I'm thinking like 33-17.
I think I'm going to go the Bills here. I think the Bills put up a big points here. I'm going to go 30. I'm going to go 36 to, let's see here. 36. I'm going to go 36-20 Buffalo.
36-20 Buffalo.
I think Josh Allen has a big game here again. But I think, I expect A-Chain to get a touchdown or two against what I still think is a pretty mediocre defense. And Tyreek Hill, I think, should still be able to get behind these guys at some point, make a big play. And as long as Tua doesn't turn the ball over 10 times or doesn't get another concussion, they should be relatively in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, relatively.
They're not going to win it, but relatively only they get a turnover and a 3-and-out 2 times in a row, they're in it, But yeah, should be fun. It's a nice tune-up game, I think, to start the week.
I agree. I mean, who doesn't want to see Josh Allen spank another team?
I mean, we love Josh Allen on primetime over here. I mean, I don't know.
The dude lives on 2 out of 3 weeks in a row primetime game.
He deserves it, though. You give me, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson on primetime every week. You can't complain. I can't complain. I don't care who they're playing. It's always a good watch, at least. At least knowing some points are going on the board, so I'll take it.
Seriously, and some good coaching.
Yeah.
Well, this was week 2 recap with the Basement Boys. Back again as usual.
Yep.
We'll get you back again with this week's what we're looking at, what we're seeing from the field on bets, game time decisions on injuries, recapping and thoughts on what's going to happen this week in week 3 in the NFL. We're always going to get you guys the information, do what you might want with it, but we got you. We win some over here.
win some. It's a long season, you know.
It's only week 3, baby. We still got
got
15 more, 16 more.
Go. We're not slowing down.
We're not slowing down.
We're gonna continue on that gas pedal. All right. So don't you worry about us. We'll do just fine. All right. You guys should tail the picks.
Yeah, tail the picks. We'll post them. They're gonna be in Discord. They'll be posted on Twitter. We posted one on Twitter the other day before the Monday night game. 5 for 5. So make sure you're looking out for these.
Yeah.
But once again, Basement Boys. My name's Jordan.
That was Michael.
And it's been a pleasure as always. And we'll catch you guys on the flip side for Thursday night going through Sunday.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Peace.